Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Hopefully, those of you who tuned in have figured out there's a new broadcast, as we had to figure things out with the camera. Our cameraman extraordinaire, Chip Cooper, who was on vacation over the weekend, seems to have been working his way back. Developed a little rust, we'll say, but he figured things out. We got things connected, and we should be ready to go here at East Junior High in Southeast Boise with a beautiful backdrop of the Boise front as we're getting prepared to kick off here in 2 minutes and 40 seconds. As I was mentioning before we switched broadcasts, the Wolves coming in at 1-1, this JV squad, after an opening defeat to the Owyhee varsity, and then following that up with a victory, come from behind victory over the CUNA junior varsity. The Wolves, the JV squad, is looking to be a little bit more full strength this week as they get back Kellen Klein, who's been out on injury. He'll be playing up front, possibly some in the midfield. And as some of the newcomers or returning lacrosse players continue to get a little more practice under their belt. They're squaring off against a Borah JV squad who I don't have much info on. I know the Borah program has been on the ascent. Last year, falling in the championship game, the varsity team falling in the state championship game to the Meridian varsity, and coming off a victory recently over Middleton, the Borah varsity. This evening, as the varsity Timberline Wolves will be squaring off against Mountain View, who does not have a JV squad. We were able to get Borah's JV over here to face the Timberline JV. So we'll be getting going in just a minute and be right back with you. Nelson. And on the far side, at long stick midfielder, we have number 39, Leo Carroll. At defense for the Wolves back there, we have number 77, John Haltman. Number 32, who is it? Cooper Lynch. And on the far side, who's that on the far side? Oh, 23 is Lynch. Okay, and then 33, I'm not certain. Up front for the Wolves. Moving down on the far side back there is Nally. In the middle is ball hits the deck. Nally can't keep it in, and it goes out. In the middle of attack for the Wolves, number 97. That is Florence. And on the near side, number 26 for the Wolves is, one second. We'll get you some insight. So Haltman comes away with the ball. Borah gets a good ride, forces him to put it on the deck, and scoops it back up. Pass up top, shot, nice save for the Wolves. In goal for the Wolves is Kieran McKeever. So on the near side here for the Wolves on an attack is Jack Treba. Shot. That goes wide, and Borah there to back it up. It's going to stay Borah ball. .32 up front for the Wolves. That's Kean Price. Carroll, great defensive effort, forces the ball out of the stick for Borah, and the Wolves force a turnover, scoop it up. Carroll with a nice pass up top to number 16. That's Nick Eads. Eads looking to get it clear. Eads runs by Borah. He's getting downhill. He gets a touch and slows it down for the Wolves. Wolves pass back up top to 12. That's Mikkola. Nicholas Mikkola passes far side to number 7. That's Kellen Klein. Kellen Klein moves it down below. Near side, Trueba. Back up to Mikkola. Mikkola back up top. That's to Brooks Florence. Florence looking for something. It's not there. He scoops it up, drops it back to Mikkola. Mikkola over to the near side to Klein. Klein looking for a dodge. Not there. He passes back to Trueba. Trueba back to Klein. Klein up top to Mikkola. Florence goes in. Mikkola looking for a dodge. Not there. Rolls back. Passes up top. Klein swings it near side to Mikkola. Mikkola. Nice dodge. Space not there, though. Good defense by Borah. Far side ball. Ball to the far side. That's Klein. Klein. The backside to Tristan Nally. Nally moves it back up top. Eads looking to get his hands free. Good defense by Borah, and it's moved back around. Treba with the ball. Pardon me. Wolves swing it back around. Florence over to the far side to Eads. Eads gets inside. Shot from Eads. That goes wide. Scooped up by Borah. Great defense, though. Good ride by Wolves. Trueba keeps it down. That's knocked away by Borah. Ball to the far side. That's scooped up by the Wolves. That's number 38. That is Leo Carroll. So Carroll scoops it up. He gets it up top. Good check by Borah. Scooped up. Thus far, this is a defensive battle. Borah looking to get it across midfield, but the Wolves are there, getting a ride, force it down on the ground once again. That's knocked away. Scooped up by Tristan Nally. Nally, pass into the middle to Florence. Florence needs to get a touch. He gets a touch and passes it up top. We'll settle again. Mikkola with the ball. Ball to the far side for the Wolves. Pass into the middle of the Klein. It hits the deck as Borah's there. It's down, though. Pass in the middle of the field by Borah, and they're advancing it. So Borah with the advantage on the transition. Pass into the middle, though. It hits the deck. That's going to go out of bounds and going to be Timberline ball. Oh, Borah keeps it in. Scooped up by the Wolves. Pass up top. That gets up. That gets over. Borah there. Scoop it up. Borah now. Once again with the transition. Wolves.
Yeah, we're gonna have to hold on to everything tonight.
Set the microphone on it. All right, pardon me. After the wind picked up here, blew everything off the table. I had to run out there and save it. So we got a timeout as the teams both looking to settle in with turnovers so far being the name of the game. Not many shots on goal thus far as both teams struggling to keep things in order. For those tuned in, you can see out there the officials have a couple of sticks in hand and are doing some evaluations. During a timeout, the Wolves will do it, or the officials will do a stick check, and they evaluate the pocket to ensure that it meets the standards. If the pocket of a lacrosse stick is too deep to where when the ball is in the stick, they see that the ball sits below the edge of the head of the stick, they will throw a flag, and that stick is ruled illegal. As we're not seeing a flag, one would initially think that both sticks are ruled legal in this case. The official's still holding on to the stick, though, so we may yet see that flag. It appears he was just ensuring the team had the opportunity to talk. So both sticks that were checked ruled legal, and the Wolves come out on the field. So the Wolves, that stick belonged to number 99 for the Wolves. Number 99 not on our list here. Oh, pardon me. No, number 99 is on the list. That's Merrick Rogers. So it was Rogers having a stick checked. So the Wolves with possession on the near side. Liam Nelson with the ball. Up top, Mikkola. On the far side, that's number 16. That's Nick Eads. Nelson gets a touch. Passes up top to Mikkola. Mikkola spins it far side to Eads. Shot and goal for number 16, Nick Eads, as the Wolves come off the timeout. Eads gets a nice dodge right into the middle. Nobody picks him up. No slide from Borah. And the Wolves on top, 1-0 with 6:36 to go in the first. So a good timeout there as the Wolves put together a plan and end up coming through with the goal. Facing off again for the Wolves going to be Liam Nelson on the near side. That's number 99, Merrick Rogers. On the far side, Leo Carroll. Back there on D for the Wolves, Haltonen, Price, and number 23, that's Cooper Lynch. Borah comes down, passing inside, shot. That one's wide. That's going to be goalie ball. Timberline gets possession as Borah didn't have anybody there to back him up. So Kieran McKeever steps in with the ball. He's looking. He has someone in the middle of the field. He gets it to Nelson. Nelson now looking to get upfield. Nelson dodges into the middle. He gets it across midfield. Nice spin move by Nelson. He gets a touch and establishes possession. So great work there by Nelson, advancing the ball. Now up top to Kellen Klein. Klein looks to dodge right. Nice check by Borah. Nelson pops up, maintains possession though. And Nelson coming off the field as the Wolves now looking to get set. So pass from Price or from Klein to the far side. Treba again, number 16, shot. That one's stopped by the goalie. Pardon me, that was Nick Eads. So pass from Borah to the near side. And he gets across. Borah with possession. Move to the far side. Pass behind the player. That goes out of bounds. Going to be Timberline ball. Stepping in with the ball here for the Wolves in just a second is going to be Leo Carroll. Carroll runs up the far sideline. Gets across. Nice spin move from Carroll. And the Wolves establish possession. They get their touch. Top for the Wolves. Kellen Klein. Ball pops out of Klein's stick. Oh, Treba looking to get it, and they're going to call push from behind there as Eads stepped up to scoop that one up, got pushed and knocked down. So Wolves going to get the ball back. Mikkola scoops it up. He needs to step across midfield. The official's trying to get all these guys. All right, and Mikkola cross midfield. Passes far side to Nelson. Nelson sets it up, dodges, spins. Not there. Drops up top to Florence. Florence near side to Mikkola. Mikkola dodges, gets his hands free. Didn't have quite enough space to get the shot off. Back over to Florence. That one gets lost. That goes out of bounds. It's going to be Borah ball. Borah steps in with it. Pass to the middle of the field from Borah. That's going to go out of bounds and go right back to the Timberline. We're watching some JV lacrosse here. So Haltman stepping in with the ball. He had to get one ball off the field. He steps on. Haltman steps in with the ball. Pass from Haltman up to Kean Price. Price moves it to Nelson. Nelson. Nice dodge from Nelson. He passes near side. That's to number 99, Merrick Rogers. Rogers back over to Nelson. Nelson. Dodge. Pass into the middle to Florence. Borah there. It's on the deck, and Borah scoops it up. Borah getting downhill. They've got the advantage. Pass into the middle of the field. That falls out of the stick, though. Defense there. And Borah comes away with it. Good stick check by Price. Price on D. And timeout from Borah. So with 3 minutes and 12 seconds to go in the first, Timberline up 1-0. Borah with possession and a timeout. We'll be back with you in 2 minutes. All right, for those tuning in, we are trying out some new headsets here at KTLN today. Big thank you to the Ridleys for supporting KTLN and coming through with the headsets. These headsets are supposed to have better microphones and some noise cancellation. So on windy nights like tonight, we're not getting too much extra sound coming through for those of you tuned in. So feel free to jump on in the comments, let us know. Remember to like and subscribe, and hit that bell so you get notifications every time we start a broadcast. Up top for the Wolves on D, Brooks Florence. Florence staying with his man, knocks the ball out, scooped up by the Wolves. That's Price. Price running up the far side. Good stick check by Borah. That pops out. That's going to go out of bounds and be Borah ball. 2 minutes and 43 seconds to go in the first. Borah with possession. Step in. Pass into the middle and a shot. Nice save by Price. And the Wolves maintain their 1-0 lead. Ball to the far side. That's Lynch. Cooper Lynch. Looking for a clear. Passes to the middle. He gets it to... It was in and out of Mikola's stick. It's on the deck. That's going to go out of bounds and be Timberline ball. Stepping in for the Wolves. That's Nelson. Nelson running up the far side. Ball comes out of... Oh, his stick comes out of his hand. Ball with it. Ball hits the deck, scooped up by Borah. And now Borah with the clear. Rogers on D. Pass to the far side to Borah. Borah with shot and goal. That one gets just underneath Kieran McKeever back there. And Borah ties it up 1-1 with 1 minute and 55 seconds to go in the first. So 1-1, minute 55 to go. Both teams have managed to put a goal up shortly after calling timeout. Coming to the near side for the Wolves, number 16, that's Nick Eads. And on the far side, I believe that's Carroll. Facing off once again is Nelson. And Borah comes away with face-off victory, getting downhill. Pass up to the middle. Down, and shot goes wide. That's going to be goalie ball. That's going to be Timberline. As Borah on the transition had no one there to back him up. So McKeever scoops it up and steps in. McKeever pass to the middle. It hits the deck, but scooped up by Eads. Eads looking to get a clearer as Borah trying to get a ride. Eads passes far side. That to Mikola. Mikola gets it. He gets a touch, gets his foot in the box, and passes the ball back up top to Eads. Borah sagging down. Eads with space. Passes near side to Florence. Florence scoops it up. He dodges into the middle. Gets his hands free. Shot just high. And that's going to stay Timberline ball. That's Treba and Nally were both back there. Pass to Nally. Bounces off his stick. He's trying to gather it. It's scooped up by Borah. And Ward is called on Borah. So it's going to be Timberline ball. For those newer to lacrosse, when a player has the ball in his stick, if he takes a hand off of the stick and only has one hand on the stick, he cannot use the offhand to push off the defense. If they push the defense off, that is warding, and it is a turnover. Florence with the ball, dodge to the right. Ball pops out of his stick. He gathers it. It's down again. He comes up with it, steps away, passes over to the far side. That's Nick Eads. Eads back up to Florence. Florence, near side, Mikola. Defense coming out. Mikola trying to get by. Good defense by Borah. Pass up top. That goes over Klein's head, but he's going to be able to recover before it hits midfield. Florence setting up a dodge. He dodges, gets by his man. Pass back to the middle. It hits the deck, but there to scoop it up is Eads. Eads into the middle by a couple of guys. Passes over to the far side to Florence. Florence scoops it up. and ball goes out of bounds. That's going to be end of the first. Oh, pardon me. That's the end of the first quarter. Time runs out on the Wolves. Score 1-1, and it's going to be second quarter here in just a second as the teams get together to discuss what the coaches are seeing. It looks like for the Wolves, coming on at long pole might be Finnegan Scudder, one of the other goalies, stepping in to give some relief there in the defense.
So what fixed that? Like right now, Derek's still live.
I gotta go grab my stuff from Fletch.
You're up here.
All right, we are back in action as Borah gets possession. Start second quarter. Ball goes out. Pass over the top by Borah, but they're there to scoop it up. Still in at goal for the Borah is for the Wolves is McKeever. Pass into the middle. Good stop by McKeever. Ball on the deck. Wolves looking to knock it out. Good slide by the Wolves. Stops the and shot over the goal. Stay Borah ball. Stepping in with the ball is Borah on the far side. Pass over to the far side. Ball hits the deck. That's going to be saved by Borah. Scooped it up, goes over and back. And that's going to be Timberline ball. So nice play by Carroll there to force the offense over the line. Carroll steps in with it. He passes up to the middle of the Nally. Can Nally get there before it heads out of bounds? Nally keeps it in. Treva scoops it up. Borah comes away with it. They pass it. Hits the deck. Nelson there. Ball bouncing around. Nally trying to get it. He gets knocked down. And Borah comes away with it. Pass by Borah. Again hits the deck. And Wolves trying to come up with it. It's on the deck. It's up in the air. Borah scoops it out of the air. They're getting downhill. Borah with the advantage. Price. Good defense by Price. And Carroll comes away with it. Carroll runs by Borah. Carroll crosses midfield looking for someone. Passes to the middle of the Klein. Klein gets it. He drops it back over to the far side to Nick Eads, and Eads gets a touch. And Timberline establishes possession. So Timberline, after a bit of a melee there, comes away with the ball. Game tied 1-1 with 9 minutes and 45 seconds to go in the second quarter. Eads passes over to the far side to Mikkola. Mikkola looking for a dodge. Swings it back up top to Klein. Klein to the near side to Eads. Eads passes into the middle to Florence. Florence's shot goes low, bounces off the turf, but there to scoop it up is Nally. Nally swings it over to Mikkola. Mikkola back up top to Klein. Klein near side. Nick Eads dodges right. He drops it back to the far side there. And Treva looking to get around Treva. They call interference, an illegal screen on Tristan Nally. Nally, perhaps the smallest guy on the field. And Borah puts the ball on the deck. Hustling to get it is Florence. Ball gets kicked back across, and that's going to be scooped up by Mikkola. And the Wolves maintain possession. Mikkola again gets a touch. Coming on for the Wolves on the far side over there. Okay, back ball here on the near side with Florence. Florence, nice dodge into the middle. Florence drops it back to Klein. Klein far side to Mikkola. Mikkola hands free shot for Mikkola. That goes wide, and Treva there to back it up. Treva steps in for the Wolves. No movement from Nally on that screen after the interference call last time. Ball back up top. Rogers takes a shot. It goes just over, and Nally's going to step in with it. Nally back up near side to Rogers. Rogers passes up top to Mikkola. Mikkola gets free, hands free. Mikkola shot that goes behind the goal, and again to back it up over there on the far side is Treva. Florence dodges, drops it back, makes the pass back to Rogers. Rogers swings over to the far side to Mikkola. Oh, I can mute it by touching right here. Scooped up. Rogers with the shot and goal. Merrick Rogers with a nice dodge. And that's going to be his first goal of the season. So Rogers with dodge there puts the Wolves on top 2-1 as he dodges, gets his hands free and lets it rip. Oh, pardon me. I'm giving credit to the wrong guy. That's Nick Eads. That's his second goal of the game. That was not Rogers. That was Nick Eads. Tough to see the numbers with some of these guys. Yeah. Nice face off for Borah. They kick it back and scooped up by Borah. So Wolves on top, 2-1, 7 minutes to go in the second quarter. And Borah with possession. Pass from Borah to the far side. They swing it back around behind the goal. And they're going to work from X. Haltman moves back on D. Borah trying to look for an angle. Pass up here near side. Your phone volume is playing it on the speaker. Ball pops out of bounds. Going to be Timberline ball. Stepping in for the Wolves with possession, Liam Nelson. Nelson, lots of room. Gets a dodge at midfield. Gets across midfield. Moves the ball ahead. That's Merrick Rogers. Rogers with lots of space. Shot. Pops out of his stick as he goes to shoot. Flag is down. It's going to be Timberline man up. Offsides. So an offsides call on Borah. It's going to be a 30-second technical penalty. Wolves going to be man up for 30 seconds. Wolves on top, 2-1 with 6:07 to go in the second quarter. So coming on for the Wolves in man up. On the near side, Nelson. On the far side, Mikkola. Ball up top to Nick Eads. Eads over to near side to Nelson. Nelson swings it back to Trueba. Trueba back up to Nelson. Nelson corrals it. Nice little move by Nelson. Swings it to the far side. Mikkola with the ball. He gets it up to Eads. Eads moves it across too high. That's going to go out of bounds. That's going to be Borah ball. So Borah survives the man down as Timberline can't get a shot off. Borah steps on with possession. Wolves looking to converge. Pass from Borah too high. That's going to hit the deck. It gets over the top, but Haltman looks like he's there to scoop it up. Haltman's there. He gets it. He moves it back to the middle of the field. Rogers with the ball. Rogers. Ball pops out of Rogers' stick. Scooped up by Borah. 1-on-1 to the goal. Going all the way. Pass, and that's a goal by Borah as the ball pops out of Rogers' stick, and Borah there to scoop it up and get downhill. So with 5:11 to go in the second, we're knotted up once again, this time at 2. Wolves look like they had prime opportunity, but ball pops out of Rogers' stick, and Borah capitalizes. Near side for the Wolves, Carroll. Far side for the Wolves is Eads, and a face-off Liam Nelson. In for the Wolves at long pole on the far side there, Finnegan Scudder. So Borah, still man down, manages to come up with the ball. Wolves getting a ride. They pass it over to the far side. It hits the deck, scooped up by the long stick midfielder for Borah, and they advance it. Scudder on D. Good D by Scudder. Forces Borah to back it up. Spin move from Borah. Ball pops out of the stick. That's scooped up by the Wolves. Nick Eads. 3 Borah guys there to converge. Forces it back on the deck, and they scoop it up again. So Borah maintains possession. Pass from Borah. It's on the deck. Borah scoops it up. Eads on defense for the Wolves. Trying to keep pressure on him. Shot. That goes wide. Borah there to back it up. It'll stay Borah ball. Nelson playing D for the Wolves. No space. Pass into the middle. Scooped up by Borah. Shot goes high. And Borah there to back it up. They maintain possession. Scudder on D for the Wolves. Guy gets by Scudder. Shot. And that's a goal for Borah as Scudder gets out a little too far. Oh, no goal. Borah stepped in the crease before the ball went in the net. So it stays 2-2. Scudder gets away with one there. Nelson looking to advance the ball. Ball hits the deck again as Borah converges. Nelson trying to get by, and that's going to be timeout. Timberline with possession with 3:37 to go in the second, and the score not a 2-2 after the last goal nullified by a crease violation. So we'll be back with you in just a second as this one's all knotted up. All right, Wolves step in with possession. Nicola with the ball at midfield. Wolves need to get a clear still, but they get a fresh 15 seconds to get it across. Nicola gets across midfield. Nice dodge by Nicola. Nicola just running with it. He's going to get a touch and step out. He moves the ball near side, hits the deck, but Eads there to scoop it up. Eads back to Nicola. 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go in half. Ball to the far side to Florence. Florence. Dodge. Nice dodge by Florence. Good slide by Borah. They force it on the deck. Klein not able to scoop it up, and Borah comes away with the ball as they advance it. They get it upfield. Nicola gets back, though, on D, and Borah gets their touch. Established possession. Borah pass into the middle. It's scooped up by Nicola. Nicola tiptoeing along the sideline. He gets pushed out of bounds. That's going to be Borah ball. So Nicola trying to get by, but Borah with three guys there scoops it up. So I was just informed that Borah does just have a single team. They don't have a JV and a varsity, so they brought all their guys. They'll be playing a lot of their younger guys as the game progresses, But this is Timberline JV against Borah, including some of their varsity guys. Pass over the top. That goes out of bounds. That should be Timberline ball. So score knotted up 2-2 with 2 minutes and 12 seconds to go. Stepping in for the Wolves with the ball is McKeever. And the Wolves need to get a clear. Pass from McKeever into the middle. That's number 99, Merrick Rogers. Rogers dodges middle. He gets by the defense. He gets it across midfield. Merrick needs to step into the box and get a touch. He gets his touch and establishes possession. As he goes to pass, it pops out. Rogers, one of the guys the Wolves looking to get acclimated. He new to lacrosse, and it shows with some of those passes and the ball coming out. As you watch the higher level games, those guys make it look easy as they cradle the ball. But for those who haven't picked up a stick, it is not easy. Nelson dodges left. Defense there. Scoops it up after Nelson slips. Pass from Borah hits the deck. And Wolves able to get back, but Borah with possession. 1 minute and 11 seconds left. And timeout from Borah. So minute 11 to go in the half. Score knotted up 2-2. And Borah with possession. Borah with possession. Steps back in. We're going to be flying blind here as we're changing the battery on the camera real quick. But I'll give you the radio play-by-play for those tuned in. Borah with possession. Looking for a dodge. Pass into the middle. Shot. Great kick save by McKeever. Keeps it out of the net. And Borah scoops it up. So Borah, again, with possession. Pass up top. Nice grab by Borah's midfielder there. Dodge. Shot. Another save by McKeever. And McKeever with some great play and goal back there. Keeps it knotted up at 2. McKeever walking it up. He passes to the near side. There to scoop it up for the Wolves is Carroll. Oh, nope, that's Price. Price passes into the middle to Rogers. Rogers looking for the clear. He gets it up. Moves the pass on the far side to Mikkola. Mikkola gets a touch, establishes possession for the Wolves with 8 seconds left. 7 seconds. 6. 3, 2, shot, and over the top of the goal. It goes out of bounds with 1.5 seconds to go. So 1.5 seconds left for the Wolves. See if they can work some magic. Stepping in, pass. That's going to end it as we don't get a shot off. So we go to half, 2-2, as the Wolves get possession back. They get a shot off. It goes just high, and we've got our camera feed back. We just have to now get it elevated and back on the players. So it's halftime, 2-2, as the Wolves staying tight with Borah. We'll be back with you in about 5 minutes. All right. Halftime is wrapping up as the players take the field. Score knotted up 2-2. Wolves making some changes and on defense, dropping into the goal for the Wolves is Scudder. Staying in at deep hole for the Wolves, Haltonen, Kean Price, and Lynch. And midfield looks much the same. On the near side here, Nick Eads facing off Nelson, and at long stick midfielder, Leo Carroll. Up front for the Wolves, you've got Jack Trueba, Kellen Klein, and Tristan Nally. So Wolves look much the same. We'll see how things go here in the second half. Borah having a lot of success at faceoff. Mind you, this is their varsity faceoff guy going off against a freshman. So ball pops out, scooped up by Carroll, and the Wolves get a faceoff win, hoping to get a clear. Carroll looking for space. He makes a pass, and coming up with it for the Wolves, there is Eads, but Eads' pass low, scooped up by Borah. Nice check by Carroll. Carroll knocks the ball down. Ball out of the Borah stick. So Borah drops a stick, and that results in an illegal procedure call. Wolves get possession with it on the far side for the Wolves. Eads gets a touch. A lot of pressure from the Borah defense. Ball hits the deck, and that's scooped up by Borah. Getting downhill, Borah, they've got the numbers advantage. Pass goes over the top, one-on-one against Scudder, and that's a goal from Borah as they're going to go on top 3-2. Ball gets past Scudder on the one-on-one. So 44 seconds into the third quarter, Borah on transition, get the pass up front and take the advantage 3-2. Coming off the wing here for the Wolves is Florence. And on the far side for the Wolves, that's number 23, Cooper Lynch, playing long stick midfielder. Carroll dropping back to play defense. Ball comes out. Borah once again establishes possession. Ball hits the deck, and that goes by the Borah player. Staying on the deck, Haltonen trying to come up with it. It's low. Carroll getting shoved out of there. Good effort by the Wolves. Still on the deck. And Borah comes away with it. No. And it's going to be off white as Florence making a valiant effort to get that. Gets knocked out of his stick, and Borah steps in with it. So Borah with possession. Up 3-2, 10:40 to go in the third period. Shot from Borah, and that one gets by Scudder. And defense just sags a little too much, lets him get the shot off, and just like that, Borah up 4-2. So coming back in for the Wolves on the wing here is Mikkola. Staying in on the far side at long stick midfielder is Lynch. Nelson battling up there. Nelson kicks it free, but no one there to scoop it up. Lynch stays behind. Wolves not picking him up. Shot. Scudder there with a nice save for Scudder. Scudder with his first save so far. Now looking for a clear. He's walking it up. Scudder. Near side to Haltonen. Haltonen looking for someone. He's got Mikkola in the middle of the field. Pass from Scudder to the middle of the field. Eads unable to get it. And that's a failure to advance. That's going to be a turnover. So the Wolves get the stop on the save by Scudder, but no one break it open. Can't get it across midfield. You get 15 seconds. Haltonen on D. Borah moving it to the far side. Pass from Borah goes back behind the goal. Carroll there on defense. Good D from Carroll, forces him to move it. Comes to the near side, and that bounces out of bounds. No, it stays in bounds, but Haltonen's able to scoop it up. Haltonen comes out of his stick. Carroll gets it. He gets it to the goalie, but it bounces out of the goalie's stick. That gets scooped up by the Wolves, and that's a timeout. Timeout from Timberline. So Timberline down 4-2, 9 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the third period. They get possession, call timeout as coach wants to talk to these guys about clearing the dang ball. All right. Wolves about to pick up the ball, working on getting it clear. We're going to take a quick second to give a shout out to some of the families out there. The Nick Eads family, Brenda Giannetti, his grandmother down in Sebastopol, California, and Dimitri Giannetti in Asheville, North Carolina. Crossing the field for the Wolves is Mikla. Mikla passes near side to Eads. Eads swings it back, and that's a shot that's going to hit the back of the net for Treba. So Wolves with good possession. They get a shot, but it goes just wide, hits the side of the net. Now Borah with possession again, looking to get it clear, and they get past Nelson. They're going to get it up. Pass into the middle, shot. That goes wide. Scudder with the hustle, but Borah beats him on the chase, and they're going to maintain possession. So good hustle by Scudder, just not quite enough. Pass into the middle, no one there to stop him. Scudder one-on-one, and Borah gets it as the defense just loses the guy, and that's too easy for Borah as they end up one-on-one with the goalie. Not a lot you can do. So Borah up 5-2 with 3 quick goals here to start the third period. And Wolves needing to find their shape on defense. I'll take a quick second to thank some of our sponsors. Ace Hardware. Ace is the place with the helpful hardware folks. The home convenience store around the block. What you need in stock with people who know their stuff. Beaver Creek Firewood, located in Emmett, Idaho. Most of our wood is sustainably harvested deadwood from Idaho forest floors, helping manage forests and mitigate the spread of wildfires. Don't find yourself with cold feet. Be committed to Beaver Creek Firewood. I just made it up. Borah, again, running inside. Shot bounces over the top of the goal. Scudder's there. And Borah with possession once again. Borah enters the ball, cutting across midfield. Defense again breaks down, and they sneak another one in. That's going to put them up 4 as Borah goes up 6-2. So the age advantage for Borah here showing through as some of these young guys for Timberline just looking a little heavy-footed. Nelson back out to face off. Florence on the near side. On the far side, the Wolves rolling without a long stick midfielder, bringing in number 99 for the Wolves. That's Merrick Rogers. Nelson comes away with the faceoff. He's got 3 guys on him instantly. Scoops it up, though. Gets a touch. Moves it over to Rogers. Rogers back to Nelson. And Nelson now hoping to help the Wolves get a possession. Maybe they can get something going. Pass back up top to Mikla. Mikla slides out, passes wide to Florence. Florence with space. Looking for something. 3 guys slide to him. Nice defense by Borah. Scooped up by Borah. And great play by Kellen Klein. Forces it out of bounds. Good play by Florence. Florence is trying to push him out. They flip it high. Scooped up by Borah. And Borah comes away with it with an advantage. And 3 guys running at the goal. Defense one-on-1. And another goal as Borah gets the advantage on the transition. The defense doesn't slide back. And 7-2, Borah, all Borah in the second half. So now the Wolves down 7-2 with 7:20 to go. Looks like Borah may have slid their varsity guys in the second half as things were knotted up in the first. Take a second and recognize another sponsor, Heritage Bank, specializing in commercial banking and commercial lending. They provide advice and tailor financial solutions to meet their clients' needs, located in downtown Boise. Heritage Bank. Nelson with another good face-off, and Borah comes up with it, though. Borah gets their touch. Shot from Borah. That one off the post. Save for Scudder. Nicola. Nelson now on D. Nelson. Stand on the hip. Shot. That goes wide. Borah there with the backup. And it's going to be scooped up and stay Borah ball. 6:35 to go in the third period. Borah on top, 7-2. Lynch on D for the Wolves at X. Lynch. Pass into the middle. Ball hits the deck. Scooped up by Carroll. Carroll drops it back to Scudder, and the Wolves now looking for a clear. Looking for somebody. Right in the middle of the field is Nelson. Nelson with lots of space, but a couple of Borah guys converging on him. He cuts. Falls out of his stick. Leo knocks it back, but it knocks it right back to Borah as 3 guys there. Need to scoop that one up. Rogers on D for the Wolves. Haltman now on the near side. Borah setting up their offense. Getting a dodge. Pass into the middle of the field. Bounces off the Borah chest. It's still on the deck. Everyone loses the ball. The Wolves just kind of walking around right now. Nobody on their toes. Nobody looking. Shot. That's deep. Scudder chases. And good hustle by Scudder. Wins the ball for the Wolves. It's going to be Timberline ball. So going back there to scoop it up now for the Wolves. That's number 23, Cooper Lynch. Lynch passes to Scudder. Scudder to the middle of the field. He gets that to Eads. Pass over to the near side to Carroll. Carroll can't keep it in bounds. Wolves just can't get it across midfield. Borah dropping back with their ride, just all standing at midfield. Wolves need to adjust how they're looking to get a clear. Or walk it up and then run through. Haltman on D. Borah puts it on the deck, but gets all the way to goal. And right through the middle of the Timberline defense, Borah once again goes downhill. They go up 8-2 as they've scored 6 straight to start the third quarter. Timberline not able to get a clear, and when they do get the clear, not able to do anything with it on offense. That discrepancy of these guys who are kind of getting their feet wet with lacrosse versus the varsity squad for Borah is showing through in the third. So on the near side for the Wolves, Florence. Okay. And Borah kicks it out, maintains possession. Borah getting downhill. Florence on D for the Wolves. Spin move. Trying to wind up, but nothing there. Pass to the far side. Defense sags. And that one gets by Scudder. And it's now 9-2. So the Wolves, who played tight in the first half, defensively just losing their guys, allowing Borah to get their hands free, and not a lot going for the Wolves here in the third. So 9-2, Borah now on top. 4:11 to go in the third. So less than 8 minutes in, they've reeled off 7 goals. Nelson can't get it out. Ball's on the deck. Florence battling. Good effort by Florence. No one there in support though, as the Wolves just running back on D. Black leaves early, and Timberline going to get the ball. So Nelson scoops it up. Wolves get a clear. Pass over to Florence. Florence steps in, gets a touch. Florence swings it back up top to Nelson. Nelson over to the far side to Mikkola. Mikkola turns, rolls back. Klein over to Nelson. Nelson looking for something. Roll back. Up top to Florence. Florence considered letting one rip. Florence looking for the pass. It falls out of his stick. It's going to get kicked out of bounds by Borah. It's going to stay Timberline ball. Nally steps in with it. He moves it over to Mikkola. Mikkola rolls back, passes to Klein, but the ball on the deck. Nelson scoops it up. Nice move by Nelson. Nelson passes to Mikkola. Mikkola back to Nelson. Pass across over to Florence. Florence winds up shot. And that one's right at the goalie, and the goalie makes the stop. So shot on goal for the Wolves, first of the half, but right to the goalie stick. So Florence with the first shot on goal for the Wolves this half. Good ride by the Wolves, but Borah able to get it clear. They get it across midfield. There for the Wolves on D. You got Florence. Great play by Florence. Knocks it out of the stick. Florence with space. Wolves with numbers advantage. Well, let's see what they can do. Pass from Florence over to Treba. Treba shot. And that one's right at the goalie. Goalie makes the save. So Treba with lots of space on the nice pass from Florence. Florence there. He knocks it down. Stays on the deck. Scooped up by Treba. And a timeout by the Wolves before the ball hits the deck. So 2 minutes to go in the third. And the Wolves will have possession, down 9-2. All right. Wolves with possession. Mikola steps in with the ball. Steps in, makes sure he gets a touch. He passes up top to Rogers. Rogers swings it to the far side. Nelson looking for a dodge. Rolls back. Passes up top to Rogers. Rogers over to Klein. Klein looks to the middle. Nothing there. Rolls back. Passes back to Rogers. Passes the ball back. Ball moved back to Nally. Nally's pass. It's going to go out of bounds. And it's going to be for a ball. Take a second to thank our another sponsor, Fisher's Technology, as your local office tech expert. Fisher's will make sure your technology is reliable, fast, and easy. And if something does go wrong, know you'll have a tech taking care of you in no time. Don't be stressy, be techie. Tech, yeah. Come get techie with us. If you've got office tech problems, call Fisher's Technology. Pass from Borah hits the deck. The Wolves dropping back. No pursuit from the Wolves, though, and Borah picks it up without pressure. Haltman on D. 35 seconds to go in the third. Pass up top. Carroll on defense for the Wolves. Good D by Carroll. On D on the near side for the Wolves. That's Cooper Lynch. Pass back into the middle. Shot. Scudder with the save. Nice save from Scudder there. As a shot trying to go through the 6-hole. He stops it. He passes to the far side. 6 seconds left. Wolves just going to kill this one. And that's the end of the quarter. So we come to the end of the third. What was a 2-2 game at half. Now a 9-2 Borah advantage after they bring in some of their older guys and reel off 7 straight against our squad here. So Timberline JV 2, Borah 9. All right. So getting ready to start the fourth quarter. Coming out for the Wolves, staying in goal is Scudder. Facing off for the Wolves once again, Liam Nelson. He's handled all the faceoffs this game. And same lineup up front. You got Kellen Klein. You got Tristan Nally and Jack Tereba at midfield. Coming in for the Wolves on the near side, number 35, that's Mitsri. He's one of the new guys for the Wolves. He's a freshman, Tyler Mitsri. So Mitsri coming in, getting his first live action. And on the far side for the Wolves is Carroll. Mitsri gets in there. No, Borah moves it up, trying to get the hands-free shot, and that's another goal for Borah. As They move it up, and the defense trying to get their shape. Can't quite do it. He gets a nice jump shot for Borah there as he gets his hands free, and that one gets by Scudder. So that makes it 10-2. Borah. Staying in for the Wolves on the near side, Tyler Mitzri. On the far side, Leo Carroll. Oh, yeah. Good battle for the ball, and Borah comes away with it. Carroll, good defense from Carroll. Mitzri coming to the near side. Pass from Borah to the far side. On D there for the Wolves. That's Price. Mitzri falls behind his guy. Gets his hand free shot. Scudder with another save. And it keeps it 10-2 with 11:06 to go. The Wolves need to get it clear. Need to get something going on offense. Pass from Scudder to the far side. That's to Eads. Eads makes a pass back. That's picked off by Borah. And Borah moving it up. Defense not stepping in. Shot. That goes wide. Scudder there. And that's going to stay Borah ball as they had a guy on the near side. So Scudder hustled back, but the ball went out the side and Borah was close. Borah stepping in with the ball. 10:43 to go. Ahead 10-2. And moving the ball up top. So Mitzri on D. Florence. And another shot on the far side gets by Scudder. It's going to make it 11-2. Borah's onslaught in the second half continues as they've reeled off 9 straight goals when the Wolves just no answer. It's going to be a legal procedure as Borah goes early. Timberline's going to get the ball, see if they can make something happen. So Nelson gets a touch. He gets in. Nelson puts it on the deck. Borah comes up with it quickly. That's been the name of the game the second half. Timberline will get the ball and give it right back to Borah. Borah steps in, pass to the middle, one-on-one against the goalie, and that's another goal as the defense doesn't stay with their matchups. Pass right into the middle. And just like that, Borah makes it 12-2. Wolves just unable to maintain possession on the offensive side. Into face-off for the Wolves, Nick Eads giving Liam Nelson a break. On the far side, on the wing, is Merrick Rogers. And on the near side, Brooks Florence. Good effort by Eads. It's still on the deck. Eads battling. Florence battles. Stays on the deck. That's scooped up by Eads, and they call a loose ball push, which looked like a loose ball push. That was a good call. Florence matching up on the ball. Wolves losing guys again already. Someone uncovered in the middle. There's 2 guys guarding the same guy on the far side. Guys don't know who they're guarding. Let the hands free. Borah running through the middle. Wolves finally look like maybe they're matched up, but then on the far side, there we go. Wolves finally get matched up on D. Good defense by the Wolves, but ball hits the deck and nobody there in support. So just no support. One guy goes to the ball. Borah has 2 or 3. Into the middle, saved by Scudder, and that goes out of bounds. With the goalie. Borah with the ball at X. And Borah steps in the crease. Timberline's going to get the ball. Let's see if they can get it clear. Scudder scoops it up. Scoops it up and steps in. Lots of space as Borah, just like they've done all game, slides back. Scudder's pass to Eads, hits the stick, comes out of the stick on the deck. Now Borah with the free run at the goal. Shot, and that's another goal from Borah. As the pass on the clear, not caught, and hits the deck. Borah scoops it up and gets the goal. So Borah up 13-2. 8:42 to go in the fourth. If Borah gets one more before Timberline gets any, that'll give them a 12-goal advantage, and we will move to a running clock. On the near side for the Wolves, Eads. Facing off again, Nelson. On the far side for the Wolves, Mikla. Black goes early, and Nelson gets possession. So Wolves with an opportunity here, hoping they can get something. First goal of the second half. Eads with possession. Move to the far side to Mikla. Pass into the middle by the Wolves. That was intended for Nally. Nally, though, giving up size, kind of backs off the ball as it was coming to him. And goes out of bounds. Nally, though, maintains possession. It's going to be Wolves' ball. Nally looking to get rid of it quick. He makes the pass. It's low to Nelson. Nelson scoops it up. Stays on the deck. It's still down. And let's see what happens here. Bouncing around, Borah comes away with it once again. And off to the races is the Wolves trailing. And Borah with 5-on-3 advantage, sliding. Nobody there. 1-on-1. Shot goes high, though, off the top of the goal. And Wolves looking to get guys back. So Borah up 13-2. And Wolves should be able to match up here. Pass. Good play by Florence. Forces the pass to go over. That's over and back. Wolves scoop it up. Florence scoops it up. Wolves have possession. Florence steps in. He moves the ball back. He passes it to Chereba. Chereba moving around. Nally fakes the screen. Chereba rolls back. Pass into the middle to Klein, and Klein stings it. Kellen Klein with the stinger. First goal of the second half for the Wolves, and it's 13-2, or 13-3 rather, with 7:21 to go. So on the verge of going down 12, the Wolves finally get a little life on the offensive side. Kellen Klein gets open in the middle of the field and lets one rip. And Wolves back within 10. 7:21 to go in the fourth. Wolves need to get busy if they want to get back in this. Borah's pass drops it back. Pass from Borah. Nice ball movement by Borah. They get it up, but good hustle by Florence. Ball moves, though, and great passing by the Lions there. Wolves fall behind, and just as quick as the Wolves get one, Borah gets one back. So 7:06 to go in the fourth. Borah on top, 14-3. Nice transition goal there by Borah. Borah with a quick faceoff win. And Wolves dropping back once again, down 11. 7 minutes to go in this one. On D for the Wolves on the far side. That's Brooks Florence. Florence stays on his hip. They get ball back up top for Borah. Nelson on D for the Wolves. Nelson staying on him. Shot. Scudder with the save. Nice save from Scudder. It's right there, right in front of the goal. The Wolves can't come up with it. We had 3 white jerseys, and we watch it trickle back to Borah. Ball on the deck again. Good hustle by Florence. Shot, and another save by Scudder. Good hustle by Haltman. That one staying on the deck. Carroll back there. And Carroll forces it out of Borah's stick, so Timberline's going to get it. So after a couple saves by Scudder, the defense gets it, gets over the top of Scudder. Nelson there to scoop it up. Nelson. Good dodge by Nelson. Looking for someone in the middle of the field. He finds Mikkola. Mikkola gets across midfield. He gets a touch. He's got space if he keeps going. He slowed down there. Allowed the Borah guys to find him. They drop the ball back. And Timberline going to be with man-up advantage on the slash call. Yeah. Pass to Eads from Florence. Back to Florence. Florence setting his man up. Gets a dodge. Passes back to Eads. Eads shot, and that goes wide, and that's going to stay Timberline ball. So there's a slash on Borah. Timberline going to be man up. Should be for a minute. So 1 minute in the box. Wolves will have a one-man advantage for 1 minute with possession. We'll see if the Wolves can do something here on the man-up advantage. Nally passes to Mikkola. Mikkola swings it up top to Eads. Eads near side to Nelson. Nelson back to Treba. Treba back to Nelson. Nelson back to Eads. Pressure from Borah. Eads with the guy coming out should be open in the middle to Nelson, but nobody moving for Eads when the pressure was on. Back to Eads. Eads back to Mikkola. Mikkola shot, and that one's scooped up by the goalie. The goalie passes it up, though. Nobody paying attention. The Wolves had a prime opportunity to get the ball with the one-man advantage, and we're running guys off the field. On for the Wolves on the far side that's number 18. That is, oh, okay. Oh, it's 98 for the Wolves. Pardon me, that's 98. That's Landon Carlisle. So Landon Carlisle on for the Wolves, getting some game time action. Carlisle looking to kind of figure out where he's supposed to be. He's looking to find a guy. Looks like there's another flag down on this side. So Wolves will be man down as Borah back to full strength. Mikkola on D for the Wolves up top. Haltman. 3 minutes and 43 seconds to go in the game. Pass into the middle. No one there on defense. So Wolves offsides with an advantage. And even with the advantage, when they end up offsides, they end up giving up the goal. So that makes it a 12-goal advantage for Borah, 15-3, with 3:25 to go. Refs wave off the flag for offsides as Borah converts anyway. And both teams going to be at full strength with 3:25 to go. So Carroll playing LSM for the Wolves on the far side, near side Florence. Facing off for the Wolves, Nelson. Nelson comes away with the ball. He gets tripped. They call a push, and not a push with possession. Unfortunately, that would have been a penalty, but Nelson with the ball. Wolves looking to get a touch. Florence steps in. He makes the pass back to Trueba. Rolls back again. Passes into the middle to Klein. Klein, though, defense right there. It comes out of Klein's stick. And Borah off to the races. Great hustle by Florence. Get back on D. Ball's on the deck. Haltonen there, but Haltonen not able to move with the ball as it goes. Pass into the middle. Scudder comes away with it. So Scudder steps in, gets the ball. Now he's looking for somebody to get a clear. In the middle of the field, he has number 98. That's Landon Carlisle, but Carlisle not sure what to do. He runs off. Somebody's got to break open. Pass into the middle of the field by Scudder. Nobody looking for the ball, though. It goes by him. Klein with the baseball hit. It's down. It's still on the deck. And that's going to be an interference call on Borah. Interference call, so Timberline's going to get the ball. Minute 55 to go. The clock is running as the Wolves down 12. Ball up top to Mikkola. Over to the near side. It's Merrick Rogers. Rogers back to Mikkola. Mikkola over to Nelson. Nelson dodges. Not there. He rolls back. He's up top. Now to Klein. Klein to the far side to Mikkola. Mikkola with hands free. Shot off the defender. Trueba scoops it up. That bounces off Borah. It should stay Timberline ball. It's going to stay Timberline ball. Trueba looking like he took a shot to the hand. He moves it over to Nally. Nally moves it to the far side. Rogers wants to take the shot. Can't get his hands free. Trying to set it up, though. Looking for someone. He moves it back to Trueba. Trueba runs through X. Up top to Nelson. 38 seconds left in the game. Nelson, he gets by the first defender. Rolls. Nice little fake. Passes back up top. Wolves over to Klein. Klein tries the toe drag. It drops out of his stick on the toe drag. It's when it doesn't stay in the stick, I don't know if they call it a toe drag. I think they call it a drop. Pass in the middle field. Nice job by Price. Knocks it down. And Boris able to scoop it up. Haltonen. And that's going to be the game. And time is up. Borah finishes that one 15-3 against the Timberline JV. So after a 2-2 first half, Borah reels off 13 in the second. The Wolves only able to get one. And Borah finishes off that one with a 15-3 win over the Timberline JV. We'll take a few minutes here and be back with you in about 25 minutes as the varsity will take on the Mountain View Mavericks. Join us for the varsity game in 25.